Queen Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato locked in a heated feud.
Ooh, and is Taylor's relationship with Tom about to be on blast for being a part of her music video release plan?
What and how did a superfan end up hooking up with Niall Horan?
This is insane, but if any of it's even true, we've got the answers on Rumor Patrol.
You guys, what's up? Welcome back to Rumor Patrol. I'm Jocelyn Davis in the Heezy, in the Steezy, in the studio. The Steezy.
In the Heezy Steezy with Ryland Adams.
What he said. So we're like officially in the middle of summer. It is hot.
Shaz got her bikini body ready.
Ooh, follow me on Instagram or Snap for all the pics. What are you doing this weekend?
I always feel like I say this. I don't have plans yet, Jaws, all right? Let me live.
Well, I am in Santa Cruz right now.
Really? Doing what?
On a weird road trip.
On a weird road trip?
On a weird road trip.
Doing what?
Just like
living your dreams?
Living my best life.
Well, you always call me out and I always sound like such a loser, a raging loser.
You're anything but a loser. And also the first two ladies we're talking about are anything but losers. But what's up?
Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato supposedly one's throwing shade at the other.
Oh, get your umbrella. All right, kicking it off in style in the Steezy with rumor number one. I don't know if I like this, Ryland, but is it true? I don't like this. Is it true that Selena and Demi are now in a heated battle feud dispute?
Okay,
sorts?
well, I think a little shade is just a little bit healthy, Jocelyn.
Really?
You need somebody to keep you on your toes, not if it's really mean, but I feel like this wasn't aggressive shade, it was just stating the truth. You know what I'm saying?
It's so cold in the shade, though.
All right, so the latest drama between all of the former Disney darlings, it reignited last week when a fan claimed that Selena appeared to throw some serious shade at Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas while chatting with her fans during a meet and greet before her show in Anaheim, California. So according to this fan update account at Selena HQ, a fan told Selena that they'd spend upwards of $1,200 on her current tour.
What?
After going to multiple shows, spending some serious money on merch and as well as that probably meet and greet that we're talking about. To which Selena reportedly replied, quote, "At least I don't charge 10 grand.
Who charges 10 grand?
All right, so I did
That's
some
crazy.
digging. 10 grand to meet a celebrity? That is insane.
Is the celebrity like dead and came back to life?
No,
Then
Jocelyn.
why?
That is in reference to what we think Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas. Their VIP tour is 10 grand, and let me tell you, that doesn't even include a ticket to their show.
Do you get to like cuddle with them in the nude or
All right,
something?
so the package includes a VIP special meet and greet package for the Future Now tour. It includes a dressing room tour, a backstage tour, dinner, and of course you get to meet both of them. Now, Selena Gomez's tour, or her meet and greet, is only $566. It includes a ticket and you get to meet her.
Okay, $566, that's still a lot of money, but that's like doable.
Yeah,
I think
10
if you-
grand, nobody has.
I don't know anyone that would, even the people I do know who have 10 grand, like the people you know who
You
have
would
10
like
grand.
buy a car or like invest in something.
Or like go to Europe 3 times. Like,
Yes.
no offense, I love Demi and Nick, but this is absolutely ludicrous if it's true.
It is insane.
But what about Bieber? Like when he was doing his meet and greets, she might have been throwing shade at him.
Yeah,
too.
but I looked at Bieber's. His were expensive, but they weren't that expensive, and then he had canceled. So it could be in reference to any other artist that is touring at the moment, but there is really no one else that has a meet and greet package for 10 grand.
Wow.
So that had the interwebs being like, oh my gosh, she is throwing major shade at Demi Lovato and Nick Jonas because it's like a joint package.
Do you think that's why it's so expensive, because it's 2 major
That's
artists?
still $5 grand for each. You could literally
true.
meet Selena Gomez 20 times with the money you'd spend to meet Demi and Nick just once.
So what would you do? Would you meet Selena 20 times or Nick and Demi once?
I would meet Selena 20 times and get that picture. Hopefully I can tag her, she tags me. She's the most followed person ever.
Your Instagram following
It
is
would
growing.
just blow
Damn,
up.
that would
you
actually
know?
be a good investment for our careers.
Yeah, and Jazzy Jaws, the drama thickens because if you remember, Demi Lovato recently spoke out to Complex Magazine saying that yes, her and Selena used to be best friends, but they no longer speak.
Which is like not a big deal. Do you talk to your friends from when you were 8 years old?
No, but we also didn't have like a blow up breakup.
Oh, well, I guess that is true.
Yeah.
Whatever. But is it true that these two are feuding or shading or...
Well, is Selena throwing shade at Demi and Nick? That is kind of a trumor.
It seems trumor-ish, but like not totally.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, we can't confirm because she said no names, but like if you put the math together, it's true.
It's a little thirst trappy.
Moving along to rumor number 2. Oh my gosh, I hope it's true. Is it true that Niall Horan is hooking up with, get this, a super fan?
Okay, 1D fans out there, this is like the ultimate dream come true. And I know because I am a 1D fan.
Are you? Well, you know they're on,
fan.
their break was like the end of them. You know
Well,
that, right?
yeah, I mean, if I'm being real with you guys, 1D's indefinite hiatus is indefinite. But Niall Horan, now, if you want to know who's living his best life,
And I'm all about that. You know me,
Niall
Jazzy.
Horan is living his best life. He is like golfing, going to tennis matches, going to concerts, which brings us to our next plot twist. So Niall Horan was recently spotted smooching this gorgeous mystery girl who we later found out is from Belgium. Her name is Celine Helene Van Dyke or Van Dyck. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but what a name. Celine Helene? I mean, you've got to be hot with a name like that.
You've got to be hot. I'm
right?
guessing she's like a hot blonde bombshell, or she's
No,
brunette?
she's brunette.
All
She's
right.
gorgeous. She kind of looks like Kate Middleton, to be honest. And she is getting a lot of comparisons to Kate Middleton because she's like with a regal man or like a pop regal man. And she's very mysterious because people don't know much about her. She is 22, like Niall. They clearly, based on photos, seem to be having a great time together. She's also, wait for it,
What?
a normsy girl. Like,
What?
she's not a celebrity or a model or a dancer or like an Instagrammer. She's a student.
That
And
makes me feel like we have hope too.
Exactly,
One day
'cause-
we could date somebody famous.
maybe we could if we dream and live big enough. And so she's like gone to school in Paris, gone to business school. And this is really the first time. Niall's a smart guy. Out of all the guys, he's never done like a public PDA thing ever. Like he knows cameras are gonna catch him. And so this must be special to him. Now, as far as whether or not she's a super fan, well, here's the funny part. Apparently, she doesn't even like pop music.
What?
Yeah,
No,
so-
but Jaws, are you kidding me?
No. So according to The Mirror, she actually is not into pop music. She prefers EDM, and her favorite acts are 99 Souls, Flume, and Deep End. I have no idea who that is, but I'm sure it's way too trendy because I'm the kind of girl that likes 1D. So
Demi Lovato.
and
Selena
Lovato
Gomez.
and Selena Gomez, which Selena Gomez is linked to Niall for a while. Wonder what she thinks about this. But he looks super happy. But is she a super fan?
Well, the answer is kind of yes, Jaws. Did you see that photo where a year ago she had gone to a place that he was doing a meet and greet and they had a photo?
Maybe she just went there and didn't know what was up.
No. Okay, so even if she is a big fan of all of these other artists that we don't really know who they are because we love pop culture music,
Yes.
Demi Lovato, they were photographed together about a year ago. Hollywood Life broke the story. They put up the photo of them a year before they actually started dating. So I guess, I mean, she was a fan in some aspect because if I just
But is she a directioner? Is the question.
Why wouldn't? That's what I'm saying. Yes, she obviously has to be because if I saw you and I knew who you were, but I didn't like you or didn't appreciate your work, I wouldn't be like, oh, gotta have a photo with her.
Okay, well, here's what I think. I think she's just a fan of his work because she cares about him as a person.
All right, all right.
All right, is she a super fan though? Is he dating a super fan? This is totally,
I think
maybe, I think no.
not a super fan, but a fan.
So the answer is no.
There's photo proof.
No.
Maybe.
Okay. And in probably the most dramatic news centralized situation of the whole summer, Taylor Swift, is it true that we're about to find out that she really is only dating Tom Hiddleston for the launch of her new music video?
Oh my gosh, that would then be the announcement of her new album as
Which
well.
is definitely coming out in October because she always puts out new albums
Yeah,
in
so
October.
every other fall she puts out a new album, and that is what got us initially thinking about this. And you guys know that Taylor and Calvin were the relationship that when they broke up, it was heard round the world, everyone freaked out, and like not even a month later she got together with Tom Hiddleston.
Not even
and-
like 10 days later.
No, it was insane. And then I started thinking either it's a sick trick on everyone and her whole family's in it, and that's kind of gross.
I don't know.
But then when he wore that Love TS shirt, that was when I was like, this has to maybe be fake or that's obnoxious because they know the paparazzi is following them.
Yeah, maybe this is like a joke on all of us being like, hey, sickos, why are you so obsessed with our lives? And then we're gonna feel bad about it.
All right, but the question today, is Taylor Swift dating Tom solely for a new music video? So have they been going around all across different countries
They've been all over the world.
Yeah,
What's up with that?
Could it indeed be just a ploy to get attention? Because imagine if she then released a video saying like, oh my gosh, tricked you. You know how many millions of views that music video would get?
That would like rival Beyonce Lemonade status, I
Oh
think.
my gosh. So there's two things that really go behind this theory. The first is being that all photographs from their relationship have been taken by the same paparazzi agency, which is really strange.
No, but it's not, because she's definitely one who I'm sure tips off the packs and also like probably gets Photoshop options.
So you think like
a lot of celebrities do that.
Really?
Yep.
That
Like
breaks
the
my
Kardashians
heart.
do that for sure. That's why all the photos we see of them, for the most part, are so beautiful and flattering.
But every single one, you don't think one paparazzi has caught her and Tom out?
That's why it's weird. I agree with you.
That's why it could
Tell
be
me
for a
more.
music video. Okay, so the second thing that backs this theory is that Swift has also released, like we said before, an album every other fall since 2006, meaning she's due for another one come the fall. So another possible clue, if you remember her Wildest Dreams music video, we were in this office when it premiered and we were screaming because her and
Eastwood,
Scott Eastwood,
what
they
a
kissed and this whole
babe.
office screamed. It's about a fake Hollywood relationship. So she's not a stranger to this theory, which makes me like
That's a stretch.
all kinds of
That is a stretch, but I like where you're going.
No,
I
because
love
her music,
conspiracies.
her art could imitate life. You know what I'm saying?
So meta.
Jaws. Because I don't know, this relationship seems too far, too fast for me. They're meeting each other's parents so quickly.
But maybe it's that whole thing, you know, people tell you like, when you know, and I'm always like, huh?
She thought she knew with Calvin. Do you remember those DMs between her and her dancers when she was like, oh my gosh, the feeling is like when you met the one with her and Calvin. She also moves fast. We know
She does
Taylor
move fast, and Calvin Harris is not having any of this business, and that's a whole other bag of
She's
chips.
also a mastermind of PR stunts, so although we can't confirm this right now, I think that it is so possible.
I'd like to think it's possible because that'd be a hot video, but I'm saying false.
Rude, Jazzy Joss!
And just like that, Rumor Patrol comes to a close. It just never fails, never ceases to amaze me, all the weird shiz that happens in this industry.
No, it is absolutely insane, and that's why we have some questions for you, my friends.
We sure do. What do you want to know?
I still need to talk about Taylor Swift. Do you think her relationship with Tom is a PR stunt? After I saw him talking to her fans in Miami, I was just like, I'm out. This is a PR stunt.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, see, I'm dying to see where this goes because I'm just pissed that he dumped me for her, but that's another
Whatever,
story.
Jocelyn.
No, I think they're like Disney goals or something. I'm curious to know about this Demi and Selena thing. Do you really think Selena, she doesn't seem like a girl who would be throwing shade. She doesn't need to do that. Was she throwing shade at Demi, or is it just like a hypothetical? Like, hey, at least I'm not charging 10 grand.
I thought it just came so natural. Like, I don't even think she meant to have the shade happen. I think it just came out of her mouth, and then it was like, oh, that
It
already
was just
happened.
like happenstance. It was just like a natchy moment that just serendipitously happened to identically match the price of Demi and Nick.
Yeah, but after I did a daily on that Demi story about how she charges fans 10 grand, they were coming after me. So I get you guys like Demi, but 10 grand is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's more than my allowance was my whole life. Anyways, you guys be sure to follow us on the social medias, on the Snapchat, the Twitter, the Instagram.
We do it all.
At Ryland_Adams.
Well, Ryland_Adams on Twitter, and then just at Ryland Adams on Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I'm at Jocelyn Davis just everywhere.
Jadefish?
Jocelyn Davis. It's down here on the screen. I don't need to pronunciate anything. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend and get out there.
Live your best life.
But before you go completely, click to the left to watch our new show, Diss Track, where people diss each other and sing about it.
Or you can click over to the right to watch last week's episode of Rumor Patrol, where we get to the bottom of Kylie Jenner canceling her lip kit.
No!